welcome to our August 7th Friday Focus from Sevier County, and you're going to hear about demonstration gardens and community partnerships from the great Master Gardeners in the Sevier County Master Gardener Association.
Good morning, Master Gardeners. We are so happy to be here. Friday Focus from Sevier County. I'm Karen Less, Sevier County Area Master Gardeners President, and I have a lot of my folks with me today. We're going to be taking you on a tour of two different projects that we have as core projects. And one of them is here at our demonstration garden, which is between our extension building and the fairgrounds. And then we'll also be taking you to our gardens at the senior center. But first, we have our newly retired extension director, Alan Bruhin, here to give us a little bit of history in the program.
Well, good morning. It's certainly a pleasure for me to be back with Master Gardeners, some of the people I've grown the closest with over my years of working. It's certainly been an interesting road as we got started in this Master Gardener project. 2005 was our first group. We started over in the courthouse here in Sevierville. After that, the county put us into a new facility and next to the Sevier County Fairgrounds, and it offered us the opportunity to do more projects. The learning patch, the teaching patch were things that came along. The Master Gardener group's just been so active and something I've been very proud of. You know, it's sort of a work of love. You put a lot of time into it, and you know, the rewards have been tremendous for me. And I miss this group. I get to sneak back and see them every now and then. But I want to commend them for all the work that they've done, and they're just doing an outstanding job.
Well, as we've been doing some on our Friday meetings, we have the opportunity to celebrate some of our great coordinators around the state, and Alan didn't know this when we asked him to show up this morning, but we are excited to be able to tell Alan that he is our Rural Coordinator of Excellence for our brand new Coordinator Awards. His volunteers nominated him right around the time that he retired, and so we were able to bring him back for a cameo and say, I can say personally that having worked with Alan in this rural, increasingly suburban county, he exemplifies what the cool combination of an agricultural background with an increasingly diverse population entails in our Master Gardener program. And so I've learned a lot working with you, and we're really glad to celebrate you and this Rural Coordinator Award.
Well, thank you very much. It was something totally unexpected. Thank you to my Master Gardeners for nominating me, and I too have enjoyed working with you and have learned a lot from you over the time, so thank you, Natalie.
Some of the Sevier County Master Gardeners are going to tell you a little bit about their teaching patch, the history, the dreams that kind of got this started, and some of the outreach that it accomplishes both for the junior Master Gardeners and for adults in the community. But we never want to overlook the fact that demonstration gardens and collaborative work also allow Master Gardeners to build relationships, share different skills and knowledge, and find common areas. Dixie Seaton, who you're going to hear from next, says it best. The garden is a lot of work, but it's truly a blessing.
I want to introduce to you Dixie Seaton, who has been a Master Gardener with us since 2009 and has really been instrumental in pulling together the teaching patch demo garden that we have here in Sevier County. So here's Dixie.
I have had a role in the Master Gardeners for many years and really enjoy this group. The first year we were in, I started hearing from Master Gardeners. This was a brand new county building, landscaped by the county. Every time we'd leave a meeting, all the Master Gardeners would walk out and like, we need to do more with this property. It doesn't look real good. So when I got to be president in 2012, I'm like, we're going to put our money where our mouth is. And we started talking about demo garden. Our junior gardeners had started in 2010 back here. The only thing we had for them to do was meet inside at a desk. So they needed some hands-on. We started with 2 beds, and actually these composite beds were the first 2 beds we had out here. So we're on the fairgrounds. It's kind of weedy grass, and we put 2 raised beds in for them. They spent a couple years, and I kept trying to talk to master gardeners about, let's turn this into a real demo garden. So in 2012, when I got to be president, I wrote up the proposal, and we got a good response from master gardeners about supporting the demo garden as a place to show raised bed gardening. If you can see the big building back here, we're on the fairgrounds. This used to be the Stokely's bean plant. There's no soil here. It's hard pan and it's concrete slabs and whatever you hit, rock. So we knew we were going to demonstrate raised bed, which is perfect for homeowners, which is who we deal with. So we started with about 14 on our committee the fall of 2012 and met every month or two and drew up a dream list. And we had probably 18, 20 items on this dream list. What would we want to demonstrate to homeowners to put into their home gardens? So they worked very hard to get beds in here, and they stuck with us. We did really well. What we have done with this in the years since is use this, and our mission and vision that we worked on states this really is an educational patch. This is our teaching area. So it's to get the master gardeners out, our intern classes. We try to get them interested in working with us out here. We usually give them a project like the straw bale bed or something that they haven't done that they can learn from. It's also our area for our junior master gardeners to come, and they have 2 or 3 dedicated beds every year that they get to get some hands-on experience. The other thing would be getting the public out here. So we take advantage of our spring master gardener sale, and we do tours out here. Sometimes we do classes out here while they're here. And again, in the fair, we open up and we do tours. Anytime anybody wants a tour, of course, they can call us and we'll just walk them through, and we're glad to take groups through. We do farm days with the schools. There's several projects that we do. We get people out here and show them different ways that they can grow without having to dig in the soil. We probably turned out close to 4,000 plants without any effort. Of course, the first year is the easy year, but it turned out very well. Getting temperatures and things regulated, it took us a while to figure that out. But it is a learning thing. It's a teaching patch, so we're all learning as we go, greenhouse included.
We also have with us today Pam Barron. Pam went through with me actually in 2017, and she is our coordinator of the demonstration garden.
Well, we have, I believe, around 11 or 12 gardens here, beds. Just in the front of me there is our memorial garden, and this is one of the most noticeable areas, our pollinator garden, and the bees are very busy pollinating. And this is our herb garden. When the kids come through on tours, they love to smell the herbs, and we encourage the kids to touch the herbs and smell. It's a fascinating experience for them. They love that. So, and back here is one of the beds that's changed themes over the years. Right now it's edible flowers, and of course we have the borage, which you can take the flowers and candy those and put them on cakes or in salads, whatever, and it has a cucumber taste, so it's very interesting. And let's see, right behind me is the square foot garden that the kids take care of, and it's looking really nice. Got some beautiful cabbage plants over there. And this is one of a new style of gardening that it's a staircase garden, and it's very easy to put together. It takes about 2 hours from start to finish to get it together, and then you can just plant it, and it's got drain holes, of course, in the planter, so it drains well. And then our straw bale garden, which is doing very well. We've got some ripe tomatoes down in there, so the tomatoes are absolutely loving it. I've enjoyed working in the garden very much.
Our visit to the teaching patch wouldn't be complete without a little bit of recognition for some of the younger master gardeners who both work and learn in this great space.
All right, thank you so much for the Search for Excellence Award. This is on behalf of all the Sevier County area Master Gardeners. This is for our Junior Lunch and Learn series that we have done for, it would have been 8 years this year, but that had to be canceled for this year. And it's a program that we do. We invite all the kids in our area, the community, to come out to learn about gardening and take part in just different activities that we do year after year. We do a complete month in July that we open that up, and we usually do that at the library. It's a bigger room for us to work with the kids there, and the kids come out. We have a different activity that's plant-based, gardening-based, weather, wildlife, conservation. We do different themes every year and play into that, and it takes a lot of help, Probably, there's times that we have 15 to 20 people that are involved, whether there or helping us prepare. And it's a program that books every year. We have a waiting list for that every year. And the kids really enjoy it. This year we had to cancel, sadly, and we got a lot of emails and a lot of messages about how that was going to be missed this year. So we look forward to coming back in 2021. And thanks again for the award.
And now we are at our My People Senior Center garden. And we have some amazing things here that we want to show you. Yes, for all you East Tennesseans, My People, as in Dolly Parton's My People. She funded this for the grant period that started, I think, in 2019. And things are just booming over here. I have with me Casey Berg, who went through our Master Gardener class in 2006, and she pretty much takes care of our herb garden here at the Senior Center. So take it away, Casey.
All right. Well, this is a kind of a labor of love. It's taken a lot of people, and we've added to it every year. But what we're trying to do is to grow herbs that the people here can come and help themselves to, that can take home and dry and use. So one of the things I wanted to show you is this is comfrey. Now, comfrey is a great plant because you can mix that with some plantains, the big broadleaf plantain, and you can put it in coconut oil, and anyway, you can come out with a salve. We have just some flowers that I like. These are 4 o'clocks. We have basil, which we love, and one year we took some people from the Senior Center, and we brought them out here, and they could pick any herbs that they wanted, and they went in and they made herb biscuits, and that was really, really fun. We have our lavender, we have chives, we have different kinds of basil. We like to let our things grow, like this is parsley, and we particularly like it to grow so that it can make the head, so any of the critters that like parsley, like our caterpillars, will eat it. This is cilantro that we have let grow, and that will grow to seed, and you can have the seed and crush that and make the coriander with. We also have thyme and oregano and sage. This year we grew kale. We have Swiss chard and tarragon, and our rosemary has just gone wacko. It's crazy big. And then just some various and assorted things. We have our dill that we use to make pickles with. And then we have, this is an ornamental hyacinth bean, and it will grow up over the arbor and just make a really nice place to come and sit and just enjoy nature and enjoy the herbs.
And next on our tour, we'll meet with Glena Julian. Glena was one of the first Master Gardeners in Sevier County, going through the class in 2005, and she has eventually taken over as the coordinator for this project, and you're going to love this. We've got beautiful plants, we've got butterflies, we've got trails. This is an incredible space here at the My People Senior Center.
Good morning to you, and welcome to our My People Senior Activity Building Butterfly Garden. This was the first garden that we had when we started in 2003 or 4. Miss Emma Catlett, Dean Williams, several more, and then we had several men that came, and we had this beautiful round table in there at that time, and we sat around and we made big plans. Then Diane August was working at Lowe's. She finally got us a few things donated, and we got from our gardens, and that's how it started. Well, Jim Bruhin, the city landscaper, had us putting a border around it. He said it'd be easier to put a border. So we picked up every rock we could find around that little no grass pond that we could find and started. Later, we made enough money with selling the plants at the Flower and Garden Show to buy the landscape timbers, but nobody here was strong enough to put them down, so I conned my 2 sons into coming and laying the stone around it. So it's all been volunteers doing what people do. Then when we had Master Gardeners, it was a wonderful place for learning about all these things, and it just kind of grew. As first this one, the next thing, what can we do, was the herb garden, and of course the same thing went on there. And then my husband then made the butterfly and bird feeder.
Can you tell us a little bit about the butterfly house?
Oh yes, Lawrence Evans had this butterfly house built for us, 3 years ago, Glena? I think, 3 years ago. And we've really enjoyed it, but this year Pam's been taking care of the butterflies, and but we have one today, and it's Eastern Black Swallowtail, a female, and the way you tell the female is the blue on it, and if it was a male, it'd have a lot more yellow down each side of its wing, and there would be less blue. So, and then we have over here, we have 2 monarchs and another Eastern Black Swallowtail. See, this one's going into chrysalis right here. It's already formed. Usually they go up on the door or the window, like here's 2 chrysalis here. But we've really enjoyed this butterfly house.
A newly paved quarter-mile walking trail here at the Senior Center has some great health benefits, but it's not just exercise that this site offers. There's also some great ecological aspects to the wetlands right here on site.
This is the best birding and the best wetland in Sevier County, and it does maintain good. The beaver liked it so much, and this is not the first time. One time he was about to flood everything. One time they had to move him somewhere else. The wildlife people came and moved him, but this one has stayed so far.
We're fortunate to have with us today Bob York, who is the Activities Director here at the My People Senior Center, to share a little bit of information about the partnership we have with the Senior Center.
So welcome here today. As you can see by you guys going around today, we have a lot of things here to offer. We have the 2 big ponds behind us. They're fully stocked with fish. I've seen some bass that have come out of here. They're about 5 to 6 pound bass. The gardeners that come here, I mean, we have so many beautiful flowers here. We have the herb garden on the side. Not only do the people that come here every day, but we have people from out in the town. They also come here on a daily basis, and you know, if you've walked around out in the flower gardens out here and all the way behind me out to the trees, there's a very beautiful little track that you can walk around, and it takes you back around behind the ponds that you see behind me. I forget how many different types of species of birds that we have. I think it's like 150 different types of birds that's been spotted back there. But we have just an abundance of different types of animals here to see. But it's a great place to come. We just got in all of our different types of seating. We have some swing chairs and our gliders that we've come in. So it's just a very, very nice place. So we appreciate all the work that goes into it. Obviously, it takes a group of people to do what they do, but we're fortunate to have a place like this.
I hope you've enjoyed today's tours as much as we have enjoyed showing off our beautiful facilities here in Sevier County. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like to leave, our email address is seviercotn mastergardeners@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you, and we thank you for visiting with us today.